We need roads. We need food on our table. Let him look at those things.
Yeah, well, Ikogosi brings tears to my eyes whenever they mention it, but it's my village. We invested 2-point-something billion on that infrastructure. We were about looking for a private investor to partner with us so that we can sell off our shares and use the money for other things.
They can manage it.
Yeah, they can manage it on their own before we left office. The conversation with the private investor has gone to an advanced stage. If you go to Ikogosi now, we weep. You know, but be that as it may, as Senator Adetunbi said, this time around, we have taken on board the aspirations and expectations of the people. We have our own agenda. We are looking to government, you know. So we are going to partner with them now. And when, in his first time in office, he got an award for the best governor with the best budgetary procedures. But he goes to the people, he asks them, what do you want? So the people contribute to the budgetary procedure. So it's what they tell us that we put in the budget, and we fund. And that's why we could go back to the people, and any community it gets to, it will point to 4, 5, 6, 7 projects that has done in that community. You know?
Because it's what the community asked for.
Yes, that's what they asked for. Before he started his budget, I was his commissioner for budget and planning. He will visit every community in a town hall meeting. He will sit down with them. What these are things we want to do for you. Do you want it? They will say, okay, give us this, remove this, give us this. You know. So we try as much as possible to meet every community at the level of their priorities and demand. You know, and that will not change. So every community will come up with what they want, and we try as much as possible to meet them based on resources available. You know, if we do that, I'm sure that tourism might be the needs of the Ikogosi people. The other community, it may be water, others may be roads, others may be town hall. You know, so we try as much as possible to meet them at the point of their needs.
All right, we'll take a moment, and when we'll come back, we'll tidy up this conversation around the new way for Ekiti State. Please don't go away. Welcome back. We still have the Ekiti State government here, the Secretary to the government, and the Chairman of the Transition Committee are still here with us. Senator Adetunbi. Okay, so let's go back again. Agriculture, social investment, infrastructural development, and knowledge economy. Let's look at knowledge economy. How's the government planning to take off on that?
Well, you know, we're in a season of innovation. A lot don't get done without innovation. And to innovate, you need skills. And Ekiti has a lot of talented people in diaspora, both local and international diaspora, that are willing to make contributions to the development of the state. I think the governor is creating a platform, a policy and institutional platform with some budget resources to enable talented Ekiti people who are domiciled outside of Ekiti, both people with knowledge and capital, entrepreneurs,
skills,
you know, social investors, they're all over the place, to have an opportunity to come home and engage as part of the solution to the problem of the state, because the problem at hand is beyond what a government with a deficit of 170 billion, dwindling federal allocations, low IGR conditions can deal with. So I think the governor is doing the needful to make sure that there is a policy framework for people who otherwise will have wanted to participate to be able to do so within a framework that is well established.
Okay.
That's the knowledge management.
You mentioned IGR. Is there any plan to increase IGR?
You see, your IGR is a function of the size of your economy.
Yeah.
Because what's IGR? Tariff, taxes, and collections here and there. You can only collect from people who have income. You can only collect from businesses that are growing.
Yeah.
And that is why the agriculture platform, because that's the base of that economy. Ekiti economy comprises of public spending, which fuels wholesale and retail trade, because the impact of government spending, you see it in the market, in consumption, through transactions, wholesale, retail. Okay? The next component of the economy is agriculture, because that's the land is what we have. And that is why one of the pillars of the 4-point agenda is agriculture and rural development. And of course, infrastructure creates the enabling environment plus the laws on regulations and tariffs that makes businesses to thrive. Okay? And it's also part of what the fact-finding, what we call the needs assessment and mind mapping that we want to do, to unveil really the state of affairs in this, so that government can intervene in positive manners through its policies and budgets to open up the economy. Once that is done, businesses will pay tax, IGR will go up. Whether it will double or triple, I think time will tell.
Mr. Oyebanji, being a former Minister of Mines, Steel and Solid Minerals, would the governor be approaching the federal government for like permissions to mine some of the resources in the Ekiti state, or to get investors to come in and invest in that area?
Well, with our financial position, I don't think that government is going to get involved in such, and ideally, it's for the private sector. So I know of a fact that it's already talking to some people to come to the state. We have done the analysis of the mineral deposit. It was done when he was minister, so we know those ones that are of economic value, and he's talking to some of them to come over to the state to get involved to do that. But as a government, we are not going to put money into that. The law does not even allow us to.
Yeah. So, but you need to get the permission of the federal government for that to happen.
He was a minister in that ministry before, so he knows what to do.
Right,
okay.
you are. Right, you are.
Interesting, interesting. Now, back to education.
Yes.
When we're talking knowledge economy, you mentioned earlier, he's talked about knowledge economy, but you mentioned earlier the education, you talked about curriculum.
Yep.
What exactly about the curriculum would you be looking to tweak?
Well, there's a national policy on education. You know, education is on the concurrent list. But as a government, there are areas of interest to us: vocational training, entrepreneurial development, acquisition of skills. So we are going to take more than a passing interest in the content of the curriculums that can make our pupil, after graduation, to be able to stand on their own, that they don't chase white-collar job. They can be employer of labor, they can set up businesses, and they can go on their own and employ people. Because the challenge you have in Ekiti State is youth unemployment. Something must be done to take them off the streets. So, apart from agriculture, if you are a graduate of a secondary school, before you go to the university, we want to equip you with skills that can make you to do something on your own and live a good life.
Yes,
So
how exactly do you intend to do that?
Yeah,
because there are no trade schools in Nigeria anymore.
There are technical colleges in Ekiti. We have like 7 that are moribund. And when we took the Minister of Education 3 or 4 days ago, he gave them a charge that he wants them to do an assessment of the condition of all the technical colleges in the state, with a view to turning them to an entrepreneurial development center. When his first time in office, we built like 6 vocational centers, but they were not equipped. So if you're able to put this one back to stream, they will get people to go there to learn skills. With skills, you can make a meaning out of your own life, you know. So that education is so important, but it's not. It's both in learning and developing skills and entrepreneurial abilities that can make them to stand on their own.
How's all of this going to run? You have a deficit. You keep talking about a deficit of 170 billion. Known. What you know, 170 billion.
Yeah.
But there's this news that's going around that about 30 billion was released to the Ekiti State government, to the new Ekiti State government recently. So how's that?
It's not true. It's not factually correct. We heard about it and we responded as a government officially. No money has been released to Ekiti State government. But there are processes for getting money out of the federal government. So you can't say because you be a former minister, you want to go to Abuja and they will give 30 billion. There are processes, in fairness. But as a government, we have refuted that, and I'm telling Nigerians that not a dime has been released to Ekiti State government.
Outside.
It has not even come. It has not even come.
Yeah. Okay, today is the 27th.
It has not even
It will soon
come.
come.
Yeah, you are expecting it.
It will soon come.
So how have you been running the government?
Well-
You came in there and there was no money. How have you been running government since you came?
You know, I don't know. It's been tough. We've been sacrificing. You know, we came all the way from Ekiti yesterday on our own. And at the SSG, I don't have an official vehicle. The governor doesn't have an official vehicle. Deputy governor doesn't have.
No, hold on. So
Functional.
When
Where are the vehicles used by the former governor?
The inventory is being taken. But these are the truth. I don't have an official vehicle. That is the truth.
the office of the SSG has vehicles, right?
The office of the SSG is supposed to have vehicles.
So what
But
happened
we
to
have
the
not.
vehicles?
We have not
We're
met.
finding out.
We are finding out. I don't want to make a statement that is not factually correct. We are finding out.